Are we live?
I gotta make sure the chat is going.
Is the chat going?
Got the wires. I got the wires done. Okay. I think we're on.
Is this thing on?
Hello, Internet.
Ooh, can we close that curtain, please?
You want me to close? I like to see outside, though. It's a beautiful day here.
Yeah, but it does not make my face look good.
Is it
so
too? Okay.
We gotta...
Well, nothing could make your face look
Listen.
bad. Okay.
Oh, oops.
Come on now.
I gotta turn
All
the
right.
volume down on my phone.
I want a sliver of sun. How about that? Is that a little better?
That's fine.
Is that okay? Okay. I think we're ready to go, friends. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Good to see y'all. I think we are online here. Who is with us? Looks like Dragon is here, and Lefe, Johan, Amethyst, Arrow.
Arrow, Tom, Steven, hello.
Hi, Shane. Good to see you.
Hello, hello.
Pinup is here.
Nice.
Right.
Amethyst Center, hello to you.
Greetings. And Don, our good friend Don.
Don.
Is with us.
Hello.
Maria.
I like to call Don DK.
DK. All right. Steven is here.
I don't know if Don's
Wonderful.
okay with that, but...
Wonderful. Crypt Rick, what's going on? Good to see you. It has been a lovely week. We had a great week of videos this past week, and it's going to be a great week coming up. And so we're happy to discuss that with all of y'all as
Good
well.
morning to you, Lawrence.
For sure. Leffy is reminding us, in case you get to see this, Rosencrantz, our good friend Rosencrantz, Mazel Tov, a lovely addition to
huge congrats
to the
to you all,
to the family. So good.
Lots of love from us.
Yeah, lots of love.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah, Rick, we're still on. We're good. I'll talk to you soon. It's gonna be fun. So, what did we do last week? On Monday last week.
Oh, you got an interview coming up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It's on my schedule. It's gonna be good. Let's see, what did we do last week? We did Van Halen on Monday, and I got to hear Eruption.
Thanks, DK.
And you really got me going. That was our Metal Monday for this past week. It was great. Our Patreon video this past week was an extended play lounge listen to Fear of a Blank Planet from Porcupine Tree.
Yeah.
And what an astounding album that was.
It is not happy. But
deep and
yes,
beautiful in weird ways.
Well,
Shane, I don't have
really
Mars
incredible.
Volta coming up this week. Sorry for that. I know you've been asking for them. We'll try to get them on before too long. Let's see, we did Porcupine Tree last week. We also did, since it is Guitar Month, I've been trying to sneak in some guitar players, and people have been telling me about Robin Trower. And so we looked at Bridge of Sighs last week on Wednesday. For 420, I am still alive, y'all. I made it through side 2 of The Flying Teapot from Gong. And if you want a fun video, something a little bit off the beaten path, go and check that one out. It's a fun one. And we closed out strong. Pinup is correct. Thank you. You're welcome. Pinup is saying thank you for Echoes of Pink Floyd. That is what we did. We listened to side 2, all of side 2 from Metal. I went back to the original studio recording.
So good.
And which I had not yet heard. And it was a profound experience. So wonderful, wonderful. We also had a hangout with our council members yesterday.
Yes.
Dragon, that is why I did not make it, unfortunately, to Record Store Day yesterday, because we were hanging out with the council.
I didn't even know it was Record Store Day yesterday.
And then I was trying to catch up because we're almost done with Picard. We're getting there. So
no spoilers because we
just behave yourselves.
We just have the
spoilers.
final episode.
Yeah, I fell
watch.
asleep last night. I couldn't get through the last one. So but we're gonna get to it today. So it's good. Yeah, Tom.
No spoilers.
I'm a next gen fan. I that was one of my favorite shows when I was in high school. Next Generation.
At the end of the second to the last episode, that was it was smiles
Chills.
here, and I was even a little
Chills.
teary-eyed.
Yeah. Anyway.
That was awesome. So I'm excited
Strixus
for
is
the last
asking which
episode.
Echoes version did I like better, the studio version or Gilmour's version? I think the guitar solos come a little bit more alive when we get to see David doing his thing. But all of the extended techniques and the way that entire extended middle section ends up sounding on the original album, I think, is more effective for me than the live version was. So it's tricky. I still have not yet heard the Pompeii version, but anyway you hear it, Echoes is one of those sort of transcendent pieces of rock and roll history. It's really fantastic. Glenn is asking for more Zappa. Not this week, but we've got Zappa on the brain. In fact, we've got 2 Zappa songs in our fan favorites final poll this week, and we also put up a Frank album and for our latest extended Play Lounge poll. I'm not sure if it's going to win, but we've got Frank on the brain.
Dave J says Doug is Riker.
I identify with that.
It's true.
If you want me to sit down in a chair the wrong way, just like William Riker, I'm your guy. I'm your guy. Yeah, there you go.
I love all those.
There you go. So what do we have coming up this week?
Okay, yeah, thanks, Arrow. Put the link in for our Patreon. Patreon.com/Doug Helvering.
There you go. I'm just trying to check out all that y'all have in here so that I know what I'm up against when I who was Robert? It was Robert Blackwell. You should react to one of the following Iron Maiden songs: "Brighter Than a Thousand Suns," "For the Greater Good of God," and or "The Talisman," live at In Vivo. Well,
Brighter Than a Thousand Suns was on my list.
Yeah. I think I have an Iron Maiden coming up next week. Okay. Next week. It's not one of those, but I think I have a different one up first. But thank you for those. So should I tell them? Should I tell them what's up
let's
for
get into
this week?
Let's get into this coming week.
It's the last week of April. It's Guitar Month. It's International Guitar Month. That's what our fan favorites is focused on.
Yes.
And I'll have that fan favorites video probably by the end of the week for our patrons. So on Monday, for a Metal Monday, this is one of our fan favorite suggestions, and it got promoted right to YouTube. It is Ozzy Osbourne featuring Randy Rhoads, and we're doing Mr. Crowley.
Yeah.
So I hadn't heard this one before, and it's on like a lot of people's like big, lists for when it comes to guitar and metal. And Randy is really highly regarded. So I'm doing some Mr. Crowley tomorrow with Ozzy Osbourne featuring Randy Rhoads. It's going to be great. Yeah, Arrow, we did it. Bruce, I did that live version of Mr. Crowley that they had done for, I think, a television studio in New York somewhere, upstate New York somewhere. I recorded it a few days ago because I was sure it was going to get blocked, and it did. But I've managed to get it unblocked, so I'm going to release it tomorrow. And I'm excited to share that with you all. Yeah, it's really great stuff. Oh, Bruce,
Chris Rick
that's
is
funny.
a huge Ozzy fan. That's awesome.
Rock and roll.
To it.
Bruce is saying that Ozzy screwed up the lyrics on that one. I didn't notice. Anyway, but yeah, we're gonna do some Mr. Crowley on Monday. On Tuesday, I am releasing my next Behind the Score for our Patreon audience, and that's going to be a look into the song Because by the Beatles. It's a short little song, but it's magical, and I'm sure y'all all know it. It's one that I know, but I'm going to be breaking down how all of those harmonies sort of go from one to the other, and I am excited about that. So that's going to be a Patreon exclusive coming up on Tuesday. Hair Leffett, yeah, some classical guitar would have been nice. I was thinking about some more work from Yamandu Costa, our the wonderful guitar player in Brazil.
So amazing.
I was even listening to some John Williams playing guitar, and it's just wonderful stuff. So
we'll be having
every month should be Guitar Month,
we'll
right?
be having some more of that on the channel, and if you want to hear some Yamandu soon, here's a little.
Am I doing something?
Well, you will be.
I will.
Because, as Doug mentioned, we have our Guitar Month Fan Favorites video coming up at the end of this month. Sometimes Doug allows me to have a Meg's choice
Every time you ask.
on the fan favorites videos, and so he'll have the all the ones that won votes and won their right to be in the video, and then I get to throw one that I just love.
So are you gonna put in some Yamandu, you think?
Yes,
all
indeed.
right, you heard it.
Meg's choice is going to be Yamandu Costa.
This is
So
the first time I've heard this.
I don't know if Marcos is on with
Thank you,
us
Pablo.
today, but I chatted a bit with Marcos about it, and he was like, I have these things in mind,
So
and then he chose one, so I'm going to be using. He submitted a Yamandu piece for this month's fan favorites, and it did not get the votes, but I love it, and so that'll be gonna be my mixed choice.
Yeah, Bruce, I've heard some of those duets with his wife, who is also an excellent musician.
Yes, and I need to show you some of her videos where she like takes a look at a piece and kind of talks a little bit about it, and then like sight reads it basically, and it's it's really cool.
It's the way it has to happen sometimes. All right, so Ozzy Osbourne and Randy Rhoads among friends on Mr. Crowley on Monday, Because by the Beatles as a behind the score on Tuesday. I'm going to Stevie Ray Vaughan on Wednesday, y'all.
We haven't done Stevie Ray Vaughan on the channel yet, right?
I don't think we've ever listened to a Stevie Ray Vaughan tune on the channel. We've listened, I think, in council chats. But there was one that was suggested to us called Texas Flood, and that's actually one by Stevie Ray Vaughan that I do not know.
Oh, it's really good.
So
I love it.
I wanted to give that a shot, and that's what we're gonna do on Wednesday.
You're gonna love it.
Mark, no worries about Monday. It's already been blocked, and I've been able to get it unblocked.
Yeah,
so
we're good to go.
that's definitely happening tomorrow. And I'm excited about it. See, Arrow has heard Texas Flood.
It's really good.
Okay, I'll do the live version, y'all.
Yeah.
The live version of Texas Flood
Austin
on Wednesday,
City.
and I'm going to enjoy that. I'm going to really look forward to that. I love his playing, but I don't think I've ever heard that one. So there you go. Bruce is telling me that Stevie Ray Vaughan makes better faces than Steve Vai.
Yeah.
You have to play with
it.
that. With every time you have to like do that thing with like the Elvis thing with your lip. You know, make it. You have to emote with your guitar.
Some
Right?
some kind of stank face.
Yeah.
Stank face a little
Otherwise, it doesn't sound as good, for sure.
Well, because if you're really feeling it, he's emoting this way as well as emoting through.
Yeah.
Through
It's
his
just
instrument.
like Joey taught us. It's smell the fart acting. Right? That's right.
Can you demonstrate for us smell the fart acting?
Yeah. Yeah. Who farted? There you go.
Oh my God.
All right. Sorry, y'all. We'll be back. We're back with you now.
We're coming
Okay,
back.
we're gonna reset a little.
Moving away from Friends. Coming back to.
Okay. Thursday. Who was it that's been asking and asking and asking?
There have been several people. Was there someone here in the chat even who mentioned it?
Bill Hawkins. Bill, you're gonna love me this week. There he is. There's Bill. Procol Harum. is coming to the channel this week. In Held, Twas in I.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that one, and it's gonna be on Thursday. So that's when we're gonna do that. I've been looking forward to this for literally months.
Yeah.
If not an entire year. So yeah, Procol, Harum, In Held, Twas in I.
Yeah.
Is going to happen on Thursday. You know what, Stephen?
We almost did Gary Moore, Stephen.
It was
almost.
It was a decision between
chose
Stevie Ray
it.
Vaughan and Gary Moore for
Yeah.
Wednesday. That's where we
Yeah.
came down. So I don't
And
think it'll
that-
be too long.
It won't be long before you're gonna see Gary Moore here.
Yeah.
Because we definitely are interested.
Yeah.
For sure.
So I'm excited to. Procol had a harem. Yeah, he did. Let's see. On Friday. It's going to be a big time Masterpiece Friday, y'all, because we're releasing Quadrophenia. My reaction to the Who's Quadrophenia. So here's the story.
Yeah.
Here's what happened.
There's a story.
In late November, early December is when I did that extended play lounge episode for the Patreon. And Quadrophenia is a 4-sided recording. I did sides 1, 2, 3, and 4. And
So it's all over on the page. It's all on Patreon.
yeah, and
the whole
so
thing.
I wanted to get ready to release that to YouTube, and I decided to separate that into 2 videos, sides 1 and 2, and sides 3 and 4. Both are about 45 to 50 minutes because it's a long album, and it was a wonderful reaction, and I absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, y'all. When I uploaded, I prepared 2 videos, one for YouTube, one that has sides 1 and 2, and one that has sides 3 and 4. The one that has sides 1 and 2 got blocked. The one that has sides 3 and 4 did not.
Yeah.
I of course appealed and disputed. It's been about 6 weeks since I uploaded those 2 videos to YouTube, and it is clear to me, especially after the copyright claims have been reinforced, that sides 1 and 2 will remain blocked, and sides 3 and 4 are okay to release. So we're going to release sides 3 and 4. It's available, and I've done the work, so we're going to release that to YouTube. I am not able to let y'all hear on YouTube my reaction to sides 1 and 2. If you want to see that and hear that, it's available on my Patreon.
At the $5 per month
Yeah.
tier
Yeah.
level. What do we call that level?
The Doug Club.
The Doug Club.
That's right.
On our Patreon.
Yeah.
And thank you, Arrow. Put the link, patreon.com/Doug Helvering. And I want to point out this.
Sure.
Do you know?
Do I know what? Which one, Jay?
Yeah.
To see my music teacher live. I don't know what you're I don't know how to react to that.
Well, because I think Jay is saying you're his music teacher.
Oh!
Do you know Jay?
I don't think I do, but if I'd like to think that I'm a
Everybody's
teacher.
music.
For I consider
For
you
the
all
whole community.
students.
I love that. That's
victims,
awesome.
So
So hello.
speak.
So hi, Jay.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, welcome, Jay. Awesome. Metal Mark, I agree with you. YouTube is so inconsistent with blocking, but what we're trying to do now is to work more ahead than we used to.
Correct.
And I've said this before, but I'll say it again. In the past, I had my mode of operation was to wake up in the morning, do my read-in, record the episode, and then edit it and upload it, and it be on the same day. And I would do these as a daily kind of vlog. But it has become so hit and miss, and just unable to sort of, I don't know what the word
We had
is,
too many.
to think about what's going to happen. What's going to happen if we upload something. So it became just untenable. And so what we're trying to do is work ahead more. So for instance, the one that we recorded for Monday, I am not recording Monday's video tomorrow. I recorded it last Thursday so that I could have the 48 to 72 hours to get it unblocked, which is what I needed. It got unblocked between Saturday night and Sunday morning. When I went to bed last night, it was blocked. When I got up this morning and checked, it was unblocked. It takes about 3 or 4 days, sometimes, before that initial dispute they can figure things out and allow us to go ahead and do it. So that's what we're trying to do more. I'm not as pleased about that because I'd rather be in the moment on the day every time. But we are working, I think, a few days ahead now, just so that we can manage what YouTube is going to do to us with a little bit more tact, so that we feel like we're in a bit more control of what's happening on our own channel. You know, so that's what is up with that. Bill is saying, don't do the studio version. It's kind of disjointed. Have to do the live one with the Edmonton Orchestra.
Of Inhale, Twas, and I.
Okay. That is good thoughts.
Thank you, Bill.
I am going to put that in my notes. Live
with
version.
Edmonton Orchestra.
Question mark. Just to double check.
I would write down Edmonton Orchestra just for clarification.
Edmonton. All right. Rock and roll. Okay. Yeah, there are other streaming sites, but YouTube is where all the people are, y'all. So I think over the past 3 or 4 weeks, we've been trying to do this as a new way, a new model of doing this, and it's working okay so far. So I think we're going to keep at it for now. Yep. Dragon, so I didn't get to the record store yesterday. What did you say? On the record store day, they had Gong live in Lyon, in 1972. It's the live version of the Flying Teapot. They made 1,500 copies. Wow.
Whoa.
Don't buy that for me just because you think I might like it. Buy that for yourself.
Yeah,
that's amazing. But I appreciate you thinking.
That's really cool.
Thinking of us. Alpha's saying, I love to see that yellow vinyl cover between Doug and Meg. What is it? What are we looking at? Oh, the Hirsch. That's right, Alf. I've had it out, and it's on the wall.
You and John were listening to it. I was a little jealous. I was like, I didn't know we were listening to albums, and I would have wanted to come in the room and be part of the experience.
You know what the coolest thing about this one is?
The neat thing about having John here for it is that John speaks German.
Is the color of the vinyl.
Isn't that awesome?
I mean, check that out.
It's beautiful.
Amazing.
Can you see through the hole?
Yeah, I could. I don't think they could see me though. Yeah, so that's what we're up to.
But that's the cool thing about having John around, though, is that because Alf was talking to me about the lyrics, and I was like, John's handy for that because
my German's more rusty than John's is.
You do still have you've retained some of that, though, a little bit
for sure. Our deep, the ones that are even cooler are the live Deep Purple ones that we have. It's not out. Are a beautiful purple color. That's really, really cool. So what do we have? A recap for y'all this week. Ozzy Osbourne on Monday. Mr. Crowley with Randy Rhoads. We're doing Because by the Beatles for a Behind the Score on Patreon on Tuesday.
Yep.
It's Texas Flood from Stevie Ray Vaughan on Wednesday. Inhale, Twas, in I by Procol Harum on Thursday. And then sides 3 and 4 of Quadrophenia by The Who is on Friday. And then I think that I'll get to the fan favorites video for Patreon this coming weekend.
Fantastic.
That'll be dropping, I think, either Friday or Saturday.
This is going to be an amazing week.
It's going to be a great week. We're going to finish out April strong.
Just recapping one more time that we're doing Quadrophenia sides 3 and 4 on Friday. Sides 1 and 2 are worldwide blocked, and we can't get the block lifted.
Boo,
but the entire Quadrophenia listen from Doug is part of our Extended Play Lounge video series over on our Patreon. So you can see the whole thing, including sides 1 and 2 over there, patreon.com/Doug Helvering.
Rock and roll.
It's available at the $5 per month tier level on up.
That sounds great. Yeah. Hi, Janine. Good to see you. We'll fill you in. Tenebrism. I don't know.
Where are you looking at?
This. When is the next Gentle Giant video? I believe I'll be doing a Ray Schulman video to pay tribute to Ray, who recently passed on in a behind the score coming up very soon, maybe in a couple weeks.
Wonderful.
Yeah. And so look for that.
Can we remind people what Behind the Score is?
That's
just in case there's anybody here who doesn't know.
If you've seen any of the my stuff on YouTube where I have where I can interact with notation with a musical score, I've taken that sort of approach to videos, and on our Patreon we do a couple of these a month where it is I'm reacting to something or I'm teaching something with notation.
Mm-hmm.
We've done movie scores, we've done rock and roll stuff.
As far as analysis
I've done like Keith Emerson's piano concerto.
Yeah.
We've done classical stuff.
Yeah.
Just recently we did
Harry Potter theme.
Yeah, we did the Harry Potter theme. We did one of the 4 last songs from Richard Strauss. I've looked at some of my own pieces.
Yeah.
I've done some teaching on modes and just general theoretical concepts. So that's a nice series for us to be able to do over on the Patreon. Really great. Let's see. Ross is asking, any chance you can check out Coheed or Cambria? Highly underrated and deserves every second of everyone's time. I don't know those bands. I really don't.
I think it's...
What is it?
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
I was going to say, I feel like it's one band, not 2 different
okay.
bands.
Could be.
Maybe.
I am typing that down.
Oh, thank you, Arrow. Put in the chat there, check out the Daily Doug directory for a list of all the Behind the Score episodes Doug has done. And it gives a link there. The link for the Daily Doug directory is in every video we put out the video description. You can find that there. And it has the entire list of everything you've done on YouTube.
All of it.
List of all of the extended play lounge. That's the full album listens. All of those are there. All
Many thanks
behind
to
the
Arrow
score.
for keeping that going.
Yeah.
Because I reference that all the time.
Amazing.
Myself.
Thank you, Arrow. Can't thank you enough for that.
Pinup is asking if I did some alien weaponry music. Last I checked,
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Cambria is one.
I got you.
Band. Yeah.
Alien weaponry. What is that? Like a ray gun? I don't know. What is that?
Where are you looking at?
Up here. Did you do some alien weapon? I don't know. Let's see. DG is asking for some Camel. We've tried to get Camel on the Patreon, especially a couple times, and it hasn't come through with the poll. All right. Okay. Yeah. When we get back to some Japanese metal, Metal Mark is asking for some Love Bites.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we can do that. Okay.
Yeah.
So one more time, just to let y'all know what's happening this week, and then I got to show y'all what we got at the mailbox this week.
Yeah.
Monday, Mr. Crowley, Ozzy Osbourne. On Tuesday, for Patreon, we're doing Because by the Beatles, and that's going to be a Behind the Score. I'm going to be rocking out to Texas Flood by Stevie Ray Vaughan on Wednesday. I'm going to be looking at In Hell 'Twas in I, long time coming, by Procol Harum. That will be on Thursday, and then I am releasing sides 3 and 4 of my reaction to Quadrophenia by The Who on Friday. Yeah, and don't forget Fan Favorites is happening as well. I'm a busy dude.
Yes, you are indeed.
Gotta keep it rolling. Gotta keep it going. So, is Don still with us? DK. I think DK is still here.
I hope so.
I think we got, when I went to the post office box this week, I was pleased to find that a couple of albums had been sent to us from DK, and I have to show y'all
really
because
amazing.
these
Which
are
one do you wanna do
excellent
first?
additions to what we have. Arrow
Yeah,
has the address.
amazing.
If you are so inclined. The first thing that we got, check it, y'all. ELP, the works. Thank you, Dawn. This is one that we've got a lot of ELP albums, so this is one that I hadn't had yet.
Yeah, and it's
so
really cool.
This is the one with pretty picture of Keith with his grand piano there.
Nice.
So I got that, and Greg.
Would you like some help?
Hello, sorry, Greg's in there, and there's Carl. And this is one that I hadn't had yet, so I am excited.
Can you tell them just a little bit? Like, side one is Keith.
Right, so all three members of the band each got a side of music. Keith did his piano concerto. Greg did, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 songs. Carl's got a smattering of songs for his side. And then on side 4 is their cover of Fanfare for the Common Man by Aaron Copland. And it's also Pirates. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Which is really, really cool. I'm looking forward to listening to that. The other thing that
Don's still here. Hello.
Is some King Crimson. How about that?
Lark's Tongues
Right?
and Aspic.
How about that? Bill, the Keith Emerson Concerto, I've actually reviewed that on a Behind the Score, and I've put it, and it's available on YouTube if you want to take a look at it.
Yeah.
I think Pirates might be the next song that we do from ELP, by the way, y'all. So I think that will happen. But
Don,
Lark's Tongues.
In Aspic.
There's multiple larks with multiple tongues, and they're in Aspic. And that's the album. It is brand new. It is in the plastic, and it is the original stereo mix of the 1973 classic on 200-gram super heavyweight vinyl.
Yeah.
I think I know what I'm listening to.
That's incredible.
It's going to be fun. Thank you, Don.
Thank you so much,
really,
Don. Really amazing.
Great stuff. I have recently done a reaction to Lark's Tongues in Aspic on Patreon. That was in early March that I did that. I think that makes 4 King Crimson albums that I reviewed. All of those are over on the Patreon, y'all. Basically because King Crimson doesn't allow us to have any reactions to their stuff on YouTube. So join the crowd over on Patreon if you want to hear some King Crimson. Wonderful. Amethyst, I have heard Rachel's version of Keith's concerto. Rachel and I keep in touch, and she's become a good friend, and
she's fantastic.
Wonderful.
She's just
player.
She's a wonderful individual.
Human. One of my favorite humans.
Florida is asking about Alter Bridge, and we've been talking about it so that's going to be coming back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not too bad. Not too long. Too long. You know, some things that are due to come back as well. We've got side 2 of Days of Future Past from the Moody Blues that we need to release. We've got side 2 of Permanent Waves from Rush that we need to release. I'm going to be finishing up Images and Words from Dream Theater with that side 2. Coming up, I need to get to the first side of Metal before too long. I do want to get to some more Spock's Beard. I want to get to some Fish and maybe the Grateful Dead. There's some Fate's Warning that's on the list. There's just a whole bunch of stuff that we have planned that we're working out, and we're going to do our best to get everybody in.
Scroll up just a little bit.
I am going to scroll up.
I wanted to see this here.
Yeah. I know that Metallica has a new album.
Metallica has a new album, and also we recently did a thing for a Masterpiece Friday video where you completed...
Janine's right too. Night at the Opera, Queen. Sorry.
Yes, indeed. Where you completed an Iron Maiden album. You had already listened to 4 of the songs off of it, and so you did the rest of the album
seven.
Exactly. But so we have another situation where you can do that with Metallica.
Sure.
And Justice for All. Ooh. Because you've already done, I think, 4 songs off of that, and so we can wrap up the album.
That could be fun.
Yeah, on a Friday.
All right.
So that's something to look forward to.
Okay.
We're talking too about like like all metal week coming up.
I don't know. I'd have to cut my hair and
No, don't cut your hair.
just.
You want the length so you can headbang it. See?
Okay.
That's
all
what
right.
I'm saying.
I'll do that. I'll do that. Rosencrantz is here.
Dale.
Hi,
you're
Dale.
here. We mentioned you earlier just to say we're excited for your family and congratulations.
Yeah. Good
Yeah.
to see you. All right. Oh yeah, and Peter Gabriel has new music. I've got some of his new stuff on my radar to listen to as well. It's great that we're not running out of tunes to listen to.
That's true.
Isn't it, friends? Yeah.
Yeah, Peter Gabriel does have new music.
For sure.
Yeah,
Isn't it great that Peter? We've got folks still going, and I'm there's some tours coming up that I'm getting excited for as well. I think the first one that I'm going to get to go to is Haken. You're coming too.
Yes,
right?
indeed.
We're going to be at the Haken concert in New York next month, y'all. So come and see us at the Haken show. That's going to be fun. Oh yeah, Johan is suggesting Floor's new album.
Oh yeah.
I am eager to hear that one as well. And Pinup is saying agreed. All right. Yeah, Arrow's not excited for Haken at all. In fact, I think Arrow is one of our main Haken fans, and I think
yes, indeed.
we need to have like a Haken night on the Discord before we go to the show, so that if there's any stuff that I need to hear specifically that I won't have time for on the channel before the concert, then we can do that as a community. So let's talk about that. That's gonna be fun.
Yes.
All right.
I love stuff like that over on our Discord.
I'm excited.
So much fun.
Yeah. Also
Really
for
good
Queen,
time.
side 1 of Queen too. So I've got lots of y'all are keeping me honest. I know how to program the channel. I just ask y'all. Okay. Floor's album is great, but it's very mellow.
I like that.
That I don't
actually.
mind
That's
either.
Cool. Yeah.
Floor could sing the phone book, and I'd listen.
Yeah, seriously.
For sure. Young people, the phone book is never mind. It's what we used to have, the directories.
Remember looking for stuff in the yellow pages, pre-Google?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I even remember some of my grandma's old phone books where the numbers were only 5 digits.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dragon, yeah, I have done The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. It's one of our first extended play lounges. I think it was episode 3, all the way back. Hemispheres we've done I think we've done Hemispheres, have we not?
Bill said,
we did.
Bill said Haken tailgate party. Yes, I love it.
I can do. Except it's in New York. It's hard to do a tailgate party in New York.
True.
But that's coming up before too long. One more time before we go, friends. One quick recap. This has been fun hanging out with y'all.
Doug Cella.
Yeah, Doug Cella. We're not going to sell tickets to that. I can guarantee you. On Monday, Ozzy Osbourne with Mr. Crowley. And then Tuesday, Because by the Beatles. That's on the Patreon. And then on Wednesday, Texas Flood from Stevie Ray Vaughan. And then on Thursday, Procol Harum, In Hell, Twas and I. And then Quadrophenia from The Who. Sides 3 and 4 I will be releasing on Friday.
You can watch sides 1 and 2, the whole album reaction from Doug.
I thought I
over
did
on
Hemispheres.
our Patreon. By the way, it's about to leave the screen. But Rosencrantz says sends greetings from the mother and infant unit at the local hospital. By the way,
such great
so
news.
I love it so much. I'm so happy for you guys.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And
Okay.
also, Rosencrantz says, more a fan of Peart than Penderecki, personally. You know what, though? I have a very special place in my heart for Penderecki. But I get it, though.
Yeah.
And I love Peart as well.
Yeah.
So,
I of the two, I prefer Peart.
I get that.
Yeah.
That's understandable. But Penderecki,
Rock and roll.
yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, I've done I've done Xanadu. What else? Ignacio. I've done at least a couple, I think. Have I done a Zappa behind the score? I thought I did, but I've got some Zappa on the brain as well. So
You did do a Zappa behind the score, I
did.
think, right?
Or no, I think I put it on YouTube. I attempted to follow the black page. I think is what I'm thinking
Oh,
of.
that was on YouTube.
That was on
yeah,
YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Attempted
guitar.
to.
I
I thought you did really well with that, actually.
yeah. So I
Attempted to. You put yourself down too much.
Well, I made a few mistakes, but that's okay.
Listen.
Yeah, Guitar Channel. I have recorded the Mr. Crowley episode because I was thinking it was going to get blocked, and so I recorded it early. It did get blocked, but that gave me time to get it unblocked for tomorrow. So I agree with you. That opening keyboard solo is quite beautiful. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with y'all tomorrow. And so I think I will leave it at that. We'll see y'all then. We will be premiering that episode with Ozzy and Mr. Crowley tomorrow at 4:30. And it's at our normal time. So we'll see y'all then. All right? Awesome. I think this has been fun. It is a lovely day. It stormed overnight, but the sun has come out. So we're going to get out and go for a walk.
Yes.
And,
I love it.
And enjoy our Sunday. So much love to all of y'all. Thanks for being with us today.
Lots of love to you all. Have a great week and be kind to each other.
Absolutely. Be cool, y'all. See you soon.